This is integration by parts. You do this when you have to take the integral of two functions and you can't use u substitution.
The equation for integration by parts is the integral of u times dv equals u times v minus the integral of v times du. To decide which expression is u and which one's dv, you use the acronym LIGHT, which stands for logarithmic, inverse trig, algebraic, trigonometric, and exponential. Whichever expression is higher on the acronym is what you use for u, and the other one is used for dv.
If in the equation the integral of x times the natural log of x dx, use the LIGHT acronym to decide which part is u and which is dv. Since natural log of x is in the equation and that's logarithmic, that will be your u, which leaves x dx as your dv. Then take the derivative of u, giving you 1 over x dx, and take the integral of dv, which gives you 1 over 2 x squared. Then use this arrow to put together the equation.
Once you figure out which expression goes with which variable, plug it into the equation and solve.
This is the tabular method. You use this when you have an integral where you'll have to do integration by parts more than once.
So for the integral of x squared sine 4x, you have to use the tabular method because you would have to integrate by parts multiple times. So using LIGHT, you know that x squared is your u, so you write that down, and you take the derivative of x squared until it gives you 0. And then you write down your dv, which is sine 4x dx, and you take the integral of that, however many times it took you to get u down to 0. So in this case, you have to take the integral 3 times. And then once you do that, you do another column labeled signs, and signs always start positive and then it alternates each one. So this is going to be positive, negative, positive, negative. Then you draw an arrow from your first u to your second dv and continue down the line, so it looks like this. And that's your answer.
This is definite integration by parts, so when the integral has bounds.
In the equation, the integral of x squared times the natural log of x dx from the interval 1 to 2, you do it just like a normal integration by parts until it gets to the part with the bounds, and you have to plug in the 2 and the 1 into the equation, and you solve it like a normal integral.